Now, I would like to get into a discussion about small and medium enterprises, which are becoming quite large, and they should be, they're quite a force to reckon with in the economy. And now we're joined by Kamau Nyabwengi, the SME Club and Training Coordinator of Maple SME Resource Center. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome to the show. And first and foremost, what is the weight, how strong or how important are SMEs to the economy?
Small and medium enterprises are, in Kenya, the most important business entities, we can say, because they contribute about 20% of the GDP annually, and they employ up to 80% of the workforce in Kenya. So 80% of the workforce in Kenya is quite forced to reckon with. It's more in other countries, like in India, because they have developed the SME department. The SMEs in India contribute about 45% of the GDP. So there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of things we still can do because SMEs are the way to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so some people may think SMEs are only, the people who do maybe informal, the very small businesses. At what point do you move from being an SME to the next level?
The definition of an SME depends on who is defining SME, because I can give you an example of Europe. Europe defines SME as that business that employs less than 250 people. That cannot be the case here. According to Kenya, according to the sectional paper of 2005 and the government survey also in 1989, an SME in Kenya, they start from micro. A micro SME is a business entity that employs about 1 to 5 people. A small size is one that employs 5 to about 49 people. And medium and SME is one that employs about 50 up to 100. And now then comes in the 100 plus. Now that we'll be talking about such SMEs that go for such events as the SME Top 100, which have a turnover of between 70 million and 1 billion. So depending on who is defining, there's no universally accepted. Yes.
Yes, and now one of the things for people to begin their businesses that was a challenge was access to finance. Is that still the case now, or has it changed?
Access to finance is a huge obstacle for SMEs, but we're glad that things have started changing. We have the German Development Bank and the IFC. They have a partnership which gives small and medium enterprises loans at a cheaper rate than commercial banks offer. They do it through the commercial bank, but they give it at a cheaper rate of about 10%. We also have the small and medium enterprises bill that's gone through the second reading in Parliament. And if it passes and becomes law, there's going to be an SME fund that is going to be set up, separate and apart from the Women Fund and the Youth Fund. And this is going to see more SMEs getting funded. In the same bill, there is a credit rating bureau. And after these SMEs get rated and they have proven their track record, especially for those ones that are ongoing, they can be able to get more funds. Yes.
So now, speaking as a person from the SME sector, one of the reasons that was attributed to the inflation last year was, the cheap credit. There's a lot of access to cheap credit, which in a way really helped the SME sector to grow. So seeing that, what was helping you grow was kind of detrimental to the economy. Would you rather have had it that way, or?
That is one of the things that caused inflation. But one of the major things that caused inflation is our negatively skewed balance of trade. We import more than we export. And if you build up the capacity for SMEs and allow them, make them able to export, then getting credit will not be a problem in the industry, because it's going to empower them and make sure that we have a positively skewed balance of trade. The other thing that might also boost the SMEs is the issue of cheaper energy. Now that we found oil and we are also doing geothermal and nuclear maybe in the future, these things are going to to assist, to boost the SME capacity to produce. And with time, even if a lot of money is pumped in for the SMEs, this is not going to be an issue as such, because of the other things that are going to be in support.
But the oil issue is really dependent on whether it's commercially viable.
Yes, and we still don't know. We have to
so
wait
and
and
let's
see.
not bank on it
bank
yet.
on it very much.
Yes.
But we can bank on what has been done so far. We have the correct infrastructure. The Lamu port is already on. It has already been flagged off, and that is, for me, a very huge opportunity for SMEs to see it as an opportunity to export, not as an opportunity to import, not to bring in goods. Let us get our goods outside there. Let us, because it's market. Europe is a big market. America is a big market. We have Asia. There is a demand for the things that we produce. We should just not produce it and export it as raw material. We should add value to those the agricultural produce we produce, and that's the way to go.
And now, okay, so now you as Maple have been having a forum that began yesterday, and I think it ends today.
Yeah.
What is it all about, first and foremost?
Maple SME Resource Center is it's a resource center to provide solutions to the challenges that small entrepreneurs face, whether when you're coming in as an aspiring entrepreneur, whether you've been doing an ongoing business. There are so many challenges that people in business face. Challenges in information, the kind of information, the right information. Where do I get these products? How do I register for a business? How do I patent my idea? Where do I get the right kind of funds? Because there are institutions that fund specifically, those that fund agribusiness, those that fund renewable energy. So the fair, the SME Expo and training that we set up at the KICC is, first of all, to bring these SMEs and train them on these issues that that they need to know about, to build their capacity, to tell them about if you need to industrialize, if you need to start producing your own goods and move a higher level from agricultural raw material to producing finished product, what do you do? We also have an expo, an expo where we have invited very many SMEs that are going to exhibit their products. They exhibit their product, get their products known out there, get feedback from customers, get to engage, and also make sales. It's a very good marketing opportunity, and also a very good opportunity to learn for those people that are either coming in as an aspiring entrepreneurs, because we also have several business templates in different industries for especially the young people that want to do business but don't know what exactly to do. We have a training ongoing right now about how you can turn your passion into profit, about how to come up with a business idea and develop it till you start off and get into business.
Okay, so now a lot of entrepreneurship, rather SMEs are founded on entrepreneurship at the beginning. Now, the question would be, why should I choose to go into entrepreneurship, yet it's a risky business? Why not just be safe and stay in employment?
You can be safe, stay in employment. Employment is a safe haven depending on maybe where you work and how much you get. But I would encourage you I encourage people, especially the young people, to look further. I don't discourage anyone from looking for employment. Be there, because capital is an issue as it is right now. Be there, look for capital, and on the side, get something that you like doing. Get something to do and start small. Think big at first, start small and grow. It is a risk. People fail in business so many times. 7 out of 10 of the SMEs that are started fail because of the challenges. But you fail once, pick up yourself, dust yourself, try again. And I'm sure with the persistence, resilience, you're going to succeed one day.
No, self-employment was mainly viewed as something for later ages, so to speak. It was very rare to hear someone is right out of campus and they're already beginning their own business. It was usually for when you retire. With the retirement package, you begin your business. Is that still happening that way, or what are we seeing more of?
Right now, with the access of information, the internet is a very good tool for access of information nowadays. The kind of information that we have right now, readily, you can just pick up your phone and check how to start a business, and you Google and you get all that information. That was not there before. And right now, especially for the young people, right now it is the accumulation stage. They still have a lot of time to risk and to accumulate. After 40 years, people would want to now sit back and consolidate what they've already accumulated over the years. So I would encourage young people especially not to think as 40-year-olds. I have received, let's say I'm getting a salary of, let's say, 70,000, and I just want to see it there. Try something, try something, risk it with time. By the time you're 40, you'll have done all the mistakes. You have learned a lot, because experience, as I say, is the best teacher.
Okay. At least now we know much more on SMEs and all. And thank you for joining us, Kamau.
All right.
It's a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Now that was Kamau Nyabwengi. I don't say your name wrong. Nyabwengi. I even said it wrong. Sorry.
It's Nyabwengi.
Nyabwengi, yes. Thank you for joining us. And that was him telling us about SMEs. And you need to know that we're encouraging young people actually to get more into getting into the SMEs and knowing what is best for us. And it's good for you to know what really works for you, as opposed to just getting into it blindly. And now, we'd like to get into our top 5